Hi everybody, this is Peggy for Cropstop.com, and today I want to show you how I made these awesome cards using one of the same dies for both cards, but they look totally different. Let me just show you what all I used. We're going to use the Sizzix die, it's the Tim Holtz Alterations, and it's called the Paper Rosette. I really like this one because it not only cuts out my flower for me, but if you look real close, I'll bring that up so the camera can see, it actually will perforate in between each one so that I can accordion fold this. It's so much easier to make. I'm going to show you how to use that. We're going to use a Martha Stewart border punch. This is her snowflake one, so that's pretty cool. We're going to use that. And then we're going to use the Bow Easy. Now there is a video out there on Cropstop that I show you how to do the Bow Easy, so we won't spend a lot of time on that, but we're going to use that. Let's see. Oh, wait till you see these babies. These are the newer, well, I don't know how new they are, but they're pretty new to me. Martha Stewart scissors, and they've got 8 blades. Oh, wait till you see what they do. I love those things. And then let's see. Oh, my inks that I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Distress Ink Pumice Stone, the Memento Rich Cocoa, and the Momentum Bahama Mama Blue. It's really not said that way. It's Bahama Blue, but I say Bahama Mama, whatever I want to say. And then, I don't know if you've seen these yet. Oh, I have mine marked. They're now carrying these over at Cropstops. Now, there's different tapes that you can get for these. One is going to be acid-free, and one is just regular. I wrote a little note on mine, cards only, so I only put the regular adhesive in here, and I don't use the acid-free on my cards. I only use that one on my scrapbook. So, do I have 2 guns? Absolutely. So, you want to check that out. Well, oh, and we're going to use the Cuttlebug, of course. Well, let's get busy. Now, when you're using the Cuttlebug, and I don't know if you've noticed, this is one of the brand new ones that's out there. I told everybody at my class that she went to one of those weight loss clinics, you know, and she got all slenderized. So this is my new one, and she's stuck there good. We're going to use the long Cuttlebug plates, and when you're using the die cuts, you're going to use an A plate, which you almost always use, except when you're using the big, what do they call it? The big X Sizzix dies or something. Anyway, we're going to use the A plate, and we're going to use 2 B plates. So the way that works, put your A and your B there. Then I put my die facing up because I like to see what I'm cutting. There are those out there that do it the other way, but this way I like to do it. I'm going to turn my paper upside down. And I cut my paper so that it was 12 inches, which is really nice. I have a nice flower. And then we just roll her through there. Make sure you give yourself a lot of room when you're using these long plates, because one time I did it and I knocked everything over. Let's move these out of our way over here, and I'll bring this back into the camera so you can see. So this is what it cut. It's a little easier to see on the white side, all those little perforated areas. Well, let's go back over to the desk and I'll show you how to put this thing together. Now, when you're using this die, I normally don't keep all of the paper. I usually keep the front, and I tape that to the front of my die so I can remember what it looks like in real life. But I did save this one because on the back it gives you step-by-step instructions on how to make your rosette flower. It's really easy. I'm just going to accordion fold, so I'll do that real quick. So there I have my whole accordion, like so. Then I'm going to have to tape the edges together back here so that I get this round circle. Now what I use, I call this Hungamunga tape. Some people call it red line tape, but it just about holds everything you can imagine, so that's why I call it the Hungamunga tape. So I'm going to use, again, my Tim Holtz scissors because the tape won't stick to it. It sticks to my finger, but not to the scissors. And I'm going to stick that right on the edge. Peel that little piece off of there, throw that over there, and then we are going to stick these together. Okay, now this is the tricky part. You have to kind of get your little accordion all going the same direction. Okay, well, I flipped this on the floor, so we had to stop for a second. But what you're going to do is have your little accordion so that this is the bottom of my flower, and I lay it down on the table and scrunch it all together. I don't know if the camera can see because of my hands, but you scrunch it. Oh, one came loose there. See, it's a little testy, but once you get it folded once, it stays. So let me put it back the way it was. There we go. See how easy that went? Oh, honey, please, I need one more finger there. Now let me see if I can hold this so you can see what it looks like. I don't know, can the camera even see that with all my fingers there? Okay. Now what you have to do, they also cut out, let me find my little doodad. I should have done this beforehand. This is what's going to go on the top of there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that flop back up for a second, because what I found worked really well for me is I run mine through my little Xyron thing here and made it into a sticker, and I forgot to do that before the camera turned back on. And that holds my initial holding spot there. I don't know what I ever did before I had my little X machine there. Alright, let's do that again. Turn it out this way. Get all my little doodads. I had to turn it going the right direction. I let it flop the wrong way. Okay, so there it is. It really does go together easy. I hope that doesn't look hard on camera, because it really isn't that difficult. And then you're going to stick your top on there, like so. And then on the back side, because I'm going to pop mine, I use foam tape a lot. Oh, look, it popped up on me, but that's okay. And it'll do that till I get that other piece on there. Have your kids up here playing with these things all day. So then I'm going to put that big piece of foam tape there, and that's what's going to give me the pop on the top of my card. Let's scooch that over a little. Alright, now is that too stinking cute or what? I'm telling you. Alright, so the next thing I do is I'm going to make a bow. So there's our little rosette. So let me bring this bow easy in. Now I'll just quickly tell you about this. It does 7 different sizes, and what I did is on the back with a permanent Sharpie marker, I wrote down the sizes that I wanted to use. So I'm going to use this size down here, which will be the 2 3/8. I just take a hunk of ribbon, and the trick to this whole thing is always go the same direction, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. So I'm going to go up and around, and then there's like a little hole there. So I'm going to thread my ribbon through there. I love this little satin ribbon stuff. It goes so good. And then I've got this loop. So I want to make sure I'm going the same direction. I know I say that a lot, but it's the only way it works. And then I'm going to put that up through there like so. And did you see how the bottom kind of went through the bottom 2 pieces there? And you pull, and then you pull to the top. And I give it a little tug here and there. And then I always stick it back through to make sure my ribbon's on the same size. Give it a tug. Wait till you see this bow. Too stinking cool. Look at that. It's a perfect bow every time. Every time. Isn't that great? Okay, then we're going to snip that bad boy off of there. Now, let me bring my card back in. Oh, this is the other thing I got to show you. Let me find a piece of paper here. I'll be right back. Now, I had to go get a piece of paper because I have to show you these awesome scissors that I just got from Crop Stop. Look at this on the bottom. On this card, I used the Martha Stewart Snowflake border punch that I told you about. And that's a cool way to do it. And I don't know if you can see it. It's really kind of hard. In person you can see. I also made a banner, actually, out of white cardstock using the snowflake. And I did it on both sides and then ran the ribbon across it. So it was kind of like a, I don't know, a banner ribbon or something. But look at this, what the Martha Stewart scissors does. I put like a ruffle at the bottom of my card. Right there. Let me show you how cool this is. These are just so stinking cool. Alright, so here you go. You just do this. Now, I don't know if any of you used to do it the old-fashioned way where we'd sit and we'd go, I'll do one there, and and they were never they just don't look right. They're not even. But old Martha girl, she is just something else. She made these perfect. And you just do that. This makes perfect grass. And there, I don't know if the camera will be able to pick that up or not, but look at all that. And here's something really cute that I saw somebody do. They wrapped this around in a circle and kind of bent them out like so, and they stuck little candles and things inside. And one lady had, oh, I don't know what that little thing was. She had some kind of little fruit or something. She made these like her little dressings around her hors d'oeuvre table using Martha's scissors. I don't do cooking. I do scrapbooking and card making. Steve does the cooking. But anyway, so that's what I did there. And then I just trimmed it down to be on the bottom of my card. So it just gives it a different look. So, throw that over there. I'll use that later. Of course, you know I'm not going to throw it away. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my foam tape off. And I've already gone ahead and put a piece of ribbon here like I did with the white there. I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to use one of my little snot dots. Some of you people call them glue dots. I call them snot dots. And I'm going to stick my ribbon right there in the center, like so. I mean, you could do it just like that. There you are. But what I did, let me show you the ink I used. This blue, the Bahama Mama blue. I went ahead and stamped a little verse on there for Christmas, and then I just edged it so as not to have so many layers, because, you know, this card will cost me a little extra to mail. But, you know, Uncle Sam does need to go on a vacation once in a while, so I guess we have to help him with that. So then I will put a couple snot dots on this one to make sure it sticks good. I'm pretty generous with my snot dots. I don't like them to come out. And I'm going to stick that right there in the center. And there is another Christmas card. Ta-da! Is that like too stinking cool? Now what I did on the other card, I'll show you real quick. I just love that. You know, pink and green and teal has been a real popular Christmas color this year. On this other card, I'll bring this in one more time so you can see. That's where I use these other colors. This is a printed brown paper, and then how you can change this is so neat. I just put a button in there, a piece of that, what do they call it, baker's twine, stamped my little verse down here using the rich cocoa. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up or not, but back here I used another Cutter Bug folder. I think this one's called Distressed Branches. And you all know how to do that, so I didn't show you that one there. And this was a scrap. If I showed you what's behind there, you would crack up, because it's something I poked a hole out of. And then just made a butterfly. And I distressed this part with the pumice stone. These inks, the distress inks, are really awesome inks because they're not real shiny. So if you like the distressed look, obviously that's where they got the name, but they really are an awesome ink and they work really cool with water. We'll do some cool stuff with those later on. So I think I showed you everything I used, so make sure to stop over at cropstop.com and don't forget to get yourself one of these Tim Holtz Rosetta dies, and make sure you get you one of these old-time mega tape guns. Alright, that's for me tonight. You have a great one. See you soon. Bye!